Oh, it's too late. We wanted to hear who they like more.
I know. I can go back over that afterwards if we have time. But I just wanted to let you guys know an awesome thing that our marketing team has created for us. What it is a market snapshot for our 10 towns that our offices are in. It's going to say the new listings, the closed sales, pending sales, and median sales price for the previous month for all of our 10 towns. The marketing team is going to be putting this together, posting it to our Facebook pages, and we asked you to please repost to your page, guys. We want to be the expert, so be the expert by reposting this information when you see it. Okay, thank you. Next slide. This is a Moxie Minute. So we're just going to give you a quick tip, a simple way to invite your buyers or any other group to your open houses in 5 easy steps. Next slide. You literally just go to your Moxie Engage. In the upper right corner, there's a little envelope. You pick the group you want to send it to. Pull the photo description from the MLS and paste it in, and literally just press send in the bottom right-hand corner. So 5 easy steps, and that beautiful post goes out to all of your contacts that are in that group. So thanks. That's a quick tip. You guys, Moxie is amazing. We're going to try to give you a quick, easy tip that people are using every time we meet. So please don't be afraid to go in and use that. Next slide.
Sorry.
And we are on to relocation. Next slide. I just wanted to welcome Colin Farmer. I understand he is in person in our Southington office. He's the Vice President of Business Momentum and Relocation for Century 21. Hi, Colin.
Hey, Kelly. So I decided to go to Southington. You get out of the state, huh?
I heard you were coming, so I ran.
Well, you won't be the first. You won't be the last. Hey, excited to be up here today with Karen and Ryan and PJ and Jody. You know, guys, just so you know, I live in Connecticut myself, so it's an easy trip. I'm down in Norwalk. Looking forward to checking out the Stanford and the Stratford offices soon.
Yeah.
I could probably walk to Stanford.
Probably.
Right. So all good stuff there. But we're here really today to talk shop about the Military Appreciation Month and the contest. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. So excited that you have a contest going on.
We do.
I was hoping you could tell the crew here a little bit about what the benefits are that a military veteran, active service member would get by going through the program.
So as you guys always hear me say, you as part of Century 21 Allpoints, we are able to offer our clients cashback rewards into certain programs. But since this is Military Appreciation Month, we can do that in 2 ways. Well, actually into 2 programs, I should say. So you do an agent-generated referral into Relogy Military Rewards or Navy Federal Credit Union if they are members of Navy Federal Credit Union. And what does that mean? That means that your clients at the end of the transaction, based on what the price is that sold or bought, they will receive a cashback reward. And the cost to you is a 25% referral fee, which is actually basically funding the reward. But as we always say with other things and other referrals that we get, this is something that you can build your business on, and you get spin-off business with this. So it's a great thing to do, especially for this month and recognizing our military members. Now, the good thing with Relogy Military Rewards, it can be any familial relation. It doesn't have to be immediate family. It could be an aunt. It could be an uncle. It could be a cousin twice, 3 times removed. And they can use any lender that they choose. So I know that a lot of our, we use Allpoints Mortgage a lot. They have a lot of VA programs or even conventional programs for those that are not VA, cannot qualify for a VA loan. So just keep that in mind. They can use any lender and any familial relation.
Love it. And Navy Federal, obviously, they're a financial institution.
Correct.
So if you can get it to work with Navy Federal, great. If
Right.
not, you can use any provider from
Absolutely.
that perspective, which is great.
Absolutely.
So cashback bonus, obviously.
Yeah.
It's paid through the referral fee. How's the contest work for our agents here
So the
today?
contest, I must apologize to Joe Chris because I gave him some incorrect information. I originally thought that the contest was just AGRs, but the contest is also for outbound referrals. So it's outbound referrals and agent generated referrals. However, if you submit a agent generated referral into any of our programs or an outbound referral, you qualify for entry into the raffle, which is this. We're giving away two $50 gift cards and 50 additional postcards at the end of a closing.
Nice.
So that's a nice little thing. Those postcards are important, especially to get that neighborhood business and then to follow up with them later on.
You mentioned Joe a minute ago,
Mhm.
because I think he's got a few of these in the hopper right now in terms
Absolutely.
of utilizing the program. Is Joe on the call? Do we know? I don't know if
I'm
he's on
not
there. or not.
sure.
All right. Well, Joe, if you're on, bang up job, buddy.
Yep, he did. He closed on two that he submitted earlier this year. He submitted two last month that are already under deposit. They're listings. He uses them as listing tools. So if you're in competition with other people, this is a great slam dunk to get that listing because you can offer these programs that other agencies cannot. So bravo, Joe. And again, it's spin-off business that you can and repeat business that you can get back from these people and referral business.
Yeah. So let's say you're going in on a listing appointment, right? You know you're up against the competition, and
Mhm.
there's something that cues you in that person is perhaps a veteran or family of the
Right.
military. So the fresh pressed uniform hanging off the door, that's a no-brainer right there. But maybe
Absolutely.
a picture of someone in the service up on the mantle, etc.
Right.
The military, the veterans cap in the back of the car.
Yep. The
Lot-
flag.
Exactly, flag. So there's lots of ways to start that conversation and to be able to say, hey, listen, if you work with me, we can get you, you provide them with the scale.
Right.
Yeah.
We can provide them with the we have marketing available for everybody for a flyer of what they can hand out to their clients or put in even as part of your listing package.
Right on. Last question for you. How would an agent enroll a customer into one of these programs?
Well, we like to make it as easy as possible. So what do? Give me a call, give me an email, give me a text. We'll enroll them in the program and they'll be all set and on their way to get their award. And then the rest is basically up to you to list or sell them a property. And then they'll get their money after closing.
Smoke signals, carrier pigeon.
Any way you can do it. I always answer my phone. I'm always available. So if you can't get me, I don't know.
Don't go.
Yeah,
Don't
call the
call Ryan.
Awesome.
And then any questions after, just give me a holler.
Cool.
Thank you, Colin.
No, pleasure being here.
I'm so glad you're here because he's in some. So outbound referrals, again, we've had a tremendous month. I think Patty, you can go to the next slide. These are the AGRs. So again, Joe placed two and actually closed two the month previous. And Wendy McDonald had submitted one and closed one. And actually she's got another two that are pending. Look at all the
look at that.
outbounds replaced. And you know what? I should go away more often. Hint, hint, because every time I go out of town on a convention, I get all this business for us. So keep it up, guys. We have actually a few of them pending. Michelle Meyerson closed on one and Dick Rubino's client also closed on one. So thank you. So this is the promotion that's going on. The two gift cards and the postcards. So since Colin's here, I'm gonna have him.
I get to pick the name?
You get to pick the name. We're gonna pick two. So pick one.
Two?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Goodness gracious, look at this. Aaron Mancino.
Aaron Mancino won one. Woohoo! All right, next one.
All right, last one, right?
Last one.
All right, here we go. Jason Kemp.
Jason Kemp from Avon. Woohoo!
Awesome.
Thank you, guys. So keep them coming, and I'll take it from there for you.
It's great stuff. And, it like always ask the question, right? Where are they moving to? And you don't even have to be moving out of Connecticut. You could have friends, family that you're staying in touch with, people on Facebook, and they could be living in Florida and just buying and selling a different house. And you can give Karen a call. And as Mike Mueller always says, the best thing about the network and the most powerful thing about the network is the network. So use that as an advantage. Use Karen as another advantage when you have a friend of yours in Texas buying a new house, call Karen and we can find a great, relentless realtor for them.
Hey, PJ, just to tag on to that, this is a few years ago, I was out visiting a Century 21 out in Chicago, and I was talking about social media and getting broker to broker referrals through that. And one of the agents in the back of the room starts waving her hand. I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. Something happened on Facebook or something. She's like, no. She lives in Chicago. She's like, I had a high school friend of mine from California who's trying to sell her parents' home in St. Louis, which is where the agent was from originally, and needed an agent. So she basically got him hooked up with an agent down there in St. Louis. Had nothing to do with any of the states that she lived in. And it was a friend from high school from 20, 30 years ago. So you never know, right?
Powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. It's a great story, right? And everybody likes a check that just shows up in your mail or your bank account. So what can be better? So thank you. And always, again, affinity programs, relocation, another tool in your toolbox that, Century 21 and Allpoints have to offer. So we keeping it moving quickly. We had some new people again, of course, join, and we've had, for the first 4 months, more people have joined Allpoints than ever, which is great. So just want to welcome Lynn in Southington, Jean in Wallingford, Janet in Stamford, Ed in Stamford, Gail in Stratford, and Steve in Stratford. And I know Steve's wife also is joined us too in the referral group. So great news, and as you can see too, a lot of people from other companies joining us. So fantastic news. Welcome to the company. And again, we are here to help all of you. You're our clients, so whatever you need. Next slide, Patty. All right, so Adam, are you on?
I am here, my man.
He is there. There he is. I can see the C21 shirt, and I know he knows Colin well too. So again, I'm happy to have Adam join us. Adam, like I said, is a broker owner of Stein Posner with his partner Ron down in Boca Raton, Florida. Fantastic company. They've been growing like crazy. And Adam is a fantastic trainer, an author, a coach. And we asked him to join because, again, they have a lot of similarities in culture and what they do there. So, Adam, I'm going to kick it over to you. And, we've got a bunch of our people on our team here. So the floor is yours, my man.
Thank you, PJ. Appreciate it. Am I on a delay here with you guys, or can you guys see me is my mouth keeping up with my voice? All right, cool. Thanks so much for that. Colin, good to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure. All right. Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for having me as your guest here, PJ. I appreciate you. Just want to acknowledge PJ. He spent some time with my office in our meeting on Monday and killed it, right? PJ, let's give it up for PJ, one of the most dynamic managers and leaders in the real estate space. So everybody, let's just give it up for PJ because he's the man, and I just want to make him feel good today because he deserves it. And speaking of feeling good, I feel really good when my audience participates with me. So for about the next 25 minutes, can I get some agreement here that we're all going to be fully focused and present to this conversation? Let me see thumbs up if you're with me. All right, wonderful, because you're here with some intention today and you want to get value for your time. So I'm going to make sure you leave with some value for your time today. All right, so it's May the 4th, 2022. Holy cow, time is moving right along here. We are 1/3 of the way through 2022. Moving quick, isn't it? So what that means, of course, is that we're 1/3 of the way through our calendar year for production. So real quick poll here. Are you 33% of the way to your goal? Thumbs up if it's a hell yes. Not so much, and I'm not really doing so hot. Let me see, where you at, folks? Thumbs up, that's what I'm hoping for. We got some middle of the road, we got some thumbs down, and we got most of you afraid to stick your hand up at all. I got you, okay. So understand, right? No problem, it's a weird market. Things have shifted, yes? Right, things are definitely moving in an interesting direction. And so as a result, we've got to move with it, don't we? right? We don't have any choice but to move in the direction that the market is taking us. But I also want to talk to you today about the basics. So I've got three main points I want to cover here with you today. First one is we're going to talk about the distinction between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Okay, so go ahead and write this down because this is going to be impactful for you. A fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. Okay. Number two, the second point we're going to talk about is when the plays we're running, when the playbook we brought to win the game, when the plays we're running aren't working, we got to change the playbook. Okay. So I want everybody to think about here today, if the plays I'm running aren't working in this game, what changes to the playbook do I need to make? Okay, so that's point number two. And then point number three is the basics. Let's bring it back to what we know works. Okay, so for those of you that had thumbs up that were on point for our goals, I'm just curious here, and I would love for somebody to come off their microphone if that was you, because I like participation, because this is your meeting. Somebody who's had their thumb up, what's working for you right now? Come on, be brave and share. I would hate to have to call on somebody.
I know we've got
Go
a
ahead,
lot of
Tara.
people on here having great years, so somebody can chime in. I know a bunch
Go
of
ahead,
people are having-
Tara's got her hand up. Go for it, Tara.
What's working or what's not? Did you
What
say?
is working, and if you also want to share what's not working, if that's what's going on for you, please share.
Yeah, what's working is really selling what I've done in the past and showing my specialness, if whatever that is. What's not working is walking out of a listing without getting a document signed, because I just lost one who had me
I see.
hire a photographer, do all this stuff, and then said, I just need to read this over, and I let him do it, and I know better, and lost it for
Okay.
whatever reason.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
working is really doing the basics and calling people, sending out emails, texting people, checking in with people, using my business is really mostly referrals, so kind of following up with them, and I just need to do more of that.
Yeah, congratulations, first of all, on doing the business right. You know, repeat and referral business is the name of the game, right? Let me see some thumbs up if your goal is repeat and referral business, right? And so repeat and referral business comes from executing the basics. Okay, so I want to bring everybody back. If you think right now that there's some complex strategy you need to implement to, you know, work this angle or something, I want to just reinforce for you that Tara just gave you the secret here, ladies and gentlemen, right? There's a wealth of knowledge here in this organization, of course, and success leaves clues. So thank you for that, Tara. Let me share with you, write this down, ladies and gentlemen. If there's a gap in your business right now, okay, there's a gap in your business right now, it's in one of these three areas. Number one is going to be your mindset, okay? Your orientation, your perspective, the way you see things. One of my favorite sayings is when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Right? So mindset. Number two is going to be your activity. Okay? Number two is going to be your activity. Where's the gap? Number three is going to be in your skill set. So one of three areas: mindset, activity, or skill set. Right now, why don't you put a check mark next to the place where you believe your biggest gap is, and where you know between now and the next time you get back together with your accountability group here, because that's what this is, right? What progress do you want to make? Because the way to win, ladies and gentlemen, on an everyday basis is progress. 1% better every day. You're not competing against the market. You're not competing against the external factors, you versus you. So what's that one area where you want to make progress? Okay, so let's talk about mindset. And I mentioned that we were going to talk about fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Who knows what a fixed mindset looks like, especially right now? Let's get another volunteer. Tara was brave enough. She showed everybody how to do it. You just press that mute button and you come off and you start talking. Go for it. So since nobody is brave enough like Tara here, I'll talk about what a fixed mindset looks like in this market. I think we all know what it does, what it looks like. It looks like, gosh, this market is so hard. There's no houses available. Those darn buyers are not doing what I told them to do. What, on the other hand, would a growth mindset look like? Here's what it looks like to me. I'm going to shift my business to a listings-based business. At least 51% of my business will be listings-based, ideally 70, and I'm going to do what's necessary to make that shift. Maybe I need to level up my skills. Maybe I need to change my strategy. Anybody with me so far? You guys are following along here? Is anything that I'm saying resonating with you? Give me a thumbs up, give me a fist bump in the air that this is resonating for me. I'm feeling this message and I'm seeing where I could make a shift right now. Okay, number 2 is going to be changing the playbook. Changing the playbook. So from my perspective, okay, there are really only a few strategies or lead pillars that exist in our business. Okay, only a few lead pillars that exist in our business. And by the way, I'm sure you've all heard all this before. I know who PJ Lewis is. I'm sure that the leadership there in your organization has been speaking this language to you, but I wanted to bring it to you with my special flavor here. So there's only 4 lead pillars that really matter. Number 1 is going to be your database, right? People you know, people you don't yet know. If you don't have enough people you know that are generating repeat and referral and direct business, got to go get some more people and then put them into a system. Okay, write this down. This is going to be an important statement that could change your life forever. Ready? All the money. Does anybody know where all the money is? I'm going to tell you. All the money is in tech-enabled, systematic, relentless, and scheduled follow-up. All of it. Generating the lead is the easy part, right? What's a lead? It's an interested party. But the work to get that lead to become an actual customer that you close business with takes a tremendous amount of follow-up. If you can enable that with technology and structure and schedule and consistency, you win the game. So, your database. Then you're going to have a geographic target. You're going to get referrals from other agents. I heard Karen, how you doing, Karen? Nice to see you. I know we've done some business together, so nice to see you, Karen. Referrals from other agents is a great way for you to generate business. Who here is building up a nice reserve of agents that you can refer in and out to? Let me see if that's been part of your business plan or you want it to be part of your business plan. All right. Not enough hands. Okay, so maybe we need to look at that as a change in the playbook. And then your 4th way is going to be, online. You can buy leads. Anybody here ever bought leads from, that Z company or the realtor.com company? Anybody here ever bought leads? Okay, some people do, right? How's that strategy working right now if you're doing it? It's not a great one because we have fewer available options today. So my suggestion is, what shift in the playbook do we need to make? I can tell you what we're doing here in my office, which is, this is a listings office, and we have shifted our focus to 70-30 listings to buyers. And we have implemented a tremendous amount of geographic circle prospecting, geographic targeting, so that we can own neighborhoods. And my people have said, I'm going to slow down a little bit, recalibrate, so that I can then speed up, because the best way to sell real estate is have relationships with the people that own the properties. Anybody with me? Who loves listings? Let me see if you love listings in this group. All right, cool. Does your business plan have a listings-based focus? If it does, then give yourself a big pat on the back, thumbs up, pump in the air. Awesome. If it doesn't, then it may be time to change your strategy. Y'all with me? Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is keeping it simple. So Tara here gave us the simple executable activities. So number one is you've got to make a declaration for yourself that this is how it's going to be, right? This is my flag in the sand. Standing on top of the mountain, and I'm saying, boom, this is what it's going to be for me for the rest of 2022 and into 2023. I know everybody here is committed. I know everybody here wants to achieve their goals and objectives. And I know you all have a very strong why for why you're willing to do this work and do the basics here. Yes, let me see if you've got a strong why that gets you up and gets you going every single day. All right, because that's what it's going to take, right? Once you plant your flag in the ground, then it's time for execution, ladies and gentlemen. And execution is very simple. Number one, you got to know the goal you're going after. Yeah. Who's got clearly defined goals on this call where you know exactly what your target looks like? Let me see if you know exactly what your target looks like. Maybe need to do a little work. I see one thumb up. Maybe we need to do a little work in that department. Now, by the way, I'm not here to make anybody wrong. I am here, however, to be a mirror for all of you and just reinforce what you all already know. Can't hit a target if you don't have one, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get extremely clear on the target you're going after. Yes? Y'all with me? Okay. Number two is you got to know what are the leading activities that create those lagging effect results. So the lag effect results in our business, ladies and gentlemen, called closed sales. Would you guys agree that there are closings happening in the market today? Let me see if you agree with me that there's closings happening in the market today. Yeah? Okay. Would you also agree that you can have some of them if you want? Who wants some of those closings? Right? You can have them if you want them. They are available to you just as equally as they're available to anybody else. Okay? That's got to be the growth mindset we take in to the second 2/3 of this year, that those closings are happening in this market right now. Today, somebody is signing on the line. Somebody is picking up a commission check. I want it to be you. PJ wants it to be you. And it can be you when you've got that growth mindset. So execution says, well, what are the leading activities that get me to those paychecks? Tara here was bold enough to step up and tell us what some of those leading activities are, right? Conversations that lead to appointments so that you can build your pipeline. And then continuous top of mind awareness so that that system continues on a regular basis. Y'all with me? $500 million in commissions paid in Connecticut in April. Wow, that is a big number. That's a big number. Who wants some of that? Let me see your hand up big if you want some of that. Let's put 2 hands up if you want some of that. Okay, I want some of that. Maybe I need to come to Connecticut. Serious, all that money flowing. Okay. So we got to look at the basic X's and O's. The activities that generate conversations so that you can generate appointments, face-to-face interaction, so you can get into conversation. Now, listen, I think the marketplace right now is better than ever for you to be in those conversations. Okay, who knows why? Anybody have any ideas why now is the right time to be in all those conversations? Go ahead, Jody. Not a girl.
Well, everyone's talking about real estate. People are wondering.
Right. Everyone's curious or uncertain. Right. See, uncertainty creates tremendous opportunity. Right. For the advisors that all of you are, by the way, nobody here sells anything. Right. We don't sell houses. ladies and gentlemen. We sell our ability to help people solve problems. And right now, there are people out there in your database, in your geographic area, who have uncertainty. They don't know what to do. They're contemplating their options. They're considering their choices. They're looking at their lives over the course of, their resident, like, I need shelter. I'm living a life over a period of time. What's my plan? I really wish that Jody would call me right now and have an advisory level conversation with me. Talk to me about my plans today, tomorrow, and in my future. Y'all are with me, right? I'm sure if you're working for Century 21 Allpoints, you're heart-centered. You got into this business because you genuinely care about other people. Yes, let me see a thumbs up if you care about other people and you want to be for others what they might most need right now, which is an advisor to help guide them through some uncertainty. Talk about an incredible opportunity to generate conversations, go get those appointments. And would you believe that when you simply execute the numbers, the activities, the lagging effect results of closings will happen? See, my intention here is to create some simplicity for you around the basics. So I'm going to ask you one final question, and then I'm going to start moving into the wrap up here because I want to be on time and let everybody wrap up here and get on to your days. Think about where the gap in your business might be. Is it your mindset? Am I stuck in yesterday's thinking? Am I stuck in a fixed mindset? Or am I saying, you know what? I'm going to go get it. I'm in a growth mindset, and I'm going to shift my playbook and my strategy so that I can increase my opportunities. Number two is, am I straight up? Am I doing the right activities with enough concentration, with enough structure, with enough discipline, and with enough consistency to get the results I want? It's a simple question, something that I encourage all of you to take a close look at. And third, do I need to level up some skills, right? Am I practicing my scripts every day? Am I, if I want to shift into being a listings-based agent because I've been a buyers-based agent, do I have mastery around that conversation? Tara here just said she left a listing appointment without a signed document and she knows better. There was a gap somewhere in that. Now, Tara, don't beat yourself up, by the way. There's no value in that, okay? I'm sure you did the best you could, and the opportunity is going to be right in front of you next time. Let's just go get another one. Let's just go get another one. Because there is $500 million that changed hands in commissions in Connecticut last month. And you guys are coming into your strong selling season, aren't you? Season's starting to break. It's springtime. I bet you there's 500+ million more in commissions available in May, in June, and July. Who wants some of that? Who wants as much of it as they can get? All right, then. So if you've heard something today that's making an impact on you, let me see your hands up. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you heard something today that really makes sense for you. Let me also feel your energy around something simple that you can do today. Is there something simple you can do today that's going to make an impact for you today, tomorrow? Let me see your thumbs up if that's you. Okay, great. Because that's my intention. So I want to give you some simple strategy, right? So in coaching conversations, we always talk about one of three areas: strategy. Okay, double check yourself. Is my strategy solid? Number two, structure. Am I organized? Do I have a plan? Am I consistent on executing my plan? And number three, and this is the final thing I'm going to leave you with, do I own it? Have I taken full and complete ownership as an entrepreneur that this is my business? And no matter what is happening externally, I am going to do what is necessary, make the changes, get my mind right, keep my activities where they need to be, and level up my skills so that I can achieve my goals, fulfill my purpose and my why. Let me see your thumbs up if that's you, that I own this. Well, all right. Sounds pretty exciting to me. Connecticut, watch out. C21 Allpoints is on. PJ, that's all I got for you today. I hope that I've come right in under the wire of your time. Want to make sure I delivered a good message for you.
You came in right on time and a great message. And, I think as Adam and everybody on this knows, Ryan and Kelly have been talking about activities breed results. They've been talking about listings for years, even pre-COVID. And as a company, our listings were not off that much during COVID, which is amazing. And what Jody's teaching are all these things, right? Is making your contacts daily, talking about the scripts and being disciplined about it, right? All the things that we talk about. If you sold 5 houses last year and you want to sell 10, then you need to talk to 5 people every day. All these things. And that's why you can see the similarities why, Stein and Posner down in Boca have doubled in size because they're doing what we do. And that's why stay structured, breed the activities that will breed the results, and you will be successful. And you don't need to buy or do anything or grab the shiny new object that we think is going to revolutionize real estate. The basic stuff still works. And that's why we want to keep talking about it and keep going on listing appointments. And we are here to help. And I appreciate your time, Adam. I'm a little jealous as I'm wearing a sweater and you're in a golf shirt right now. I think we're going to be down in the 40s again tonight. So,
oh boy.
Yeah. And maybe that's why.
Well,
I think that's why our planes on Southwest and JetBlue are packed every day going to Florida.
Yeah.
And that's
Right
why
on.
Kelly's there now.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. Wishing you all the best, folks. Go get them all points. Thank you, PJ, for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining, Adam. We really appreciate it. And I'm going to kick it back over to Ryan and Kelly to wrap this up because, again, a lot of things we've been talking about. Or no, Jody's first. I'm sorry. Sorry, Jody.
All right, people, that was so good. So yay, thank you. Next slide. Just a quick overview. This is our year. Week 1 is always about coaching. Week 2 is boot camp. Week 3 is coaching again. And week 4 is training. We are weaving in more training during the coaching weeks though. So if you wonder why you're seeing coach on different things, it's so that I can keep my mind straight when I'm setting up classes. Because I don't set up a class when we have a coaching meeting. Next. So here is an overview again. Our next week is boot camp. And I'm going to go through the agenda in a second, what we do every day. And we also send it out. So I stick to a schedule in case you have taken boot camp in the past and you want to take a class again. This week, we have zip forms right after this session at 12:30. And so for those of you that need just an overview of zip forms, we go into that. And tomorrow we have the impact initiative, and that is really good. You will always walk away with something if you want, top agent interviews, things like that. And then Friday, there is at 11 o'clock, his name is Darren. Steve Grandizio was talking about the social media marketing that he has, and we will get into that live and show you things. A lot of you are getting it right now, and it is really good stuff, but it doesn't take away, like Patty said, from the marketing that the marketing team is doing. It's just more amazing things. At noon, Greg Harrelson is doing his thing, and then at 1 o'clock, it's not on here, but it is an overview of Century 21, all the tools. So for example, we had Rhonda on last week, and I don't know if you guys know, but if you have Verizon Wireless, you can get 18% off your bill. If you have almost every kind of, I think every phone thing is in there. So if you want to learn how to do that, 1 o'clock, it came in today's email. Century 21 is doing an overview of all the tools and systems. I really recommend that you take it because I actually learned stuff. Next slide. Okay, so I just went into what we're doing here. So next slide. Now, this is the other thing. You can sign up for coaching. Anyone can sign up for it. Century 21 Allpoints has been offering this all year, and it is a combination of me, Ryan, Kelly, and you. Anyone is welcome. If you want to kick your career into high gear and you need that accountability, anyone is welcome to sign up for this. I need it. So, and then in addition to that, boot camp. Take advantage of it. We do it once a month. Next slide. Here is Monday's agenda, and it's about what is your elevator speech, your mission, your vision, and who are you? Why should somebody pick you over another agent or another company? And we get into how do I sell this brand? Then we go into the 90-day pathway to success. And it's just simple. If I were going to go back and sell real estate tomorrow, I would do this 90-day path. You want to learn how to really make money and do just what Adam Stein was just talking about. Everything he was talking about is in that 90-day path. So definitely join from 11 to 12:30 if you just want to do that. And then in the afternoon, we go through goals and business planning. Next slide. Day 2 is all about where is your business going to come from? So again, what is your strategy? What are the tools you're going to use? So we go through the tools that we have, and we go through what do you want to accomplish? How are you going to get there? And things, every way you can do business, from high turnover geo farms to your circle of influence. Next slide. And also the conversation. We really talk about statistics, doing a deep dive into how to have that compelling conversation when you're talking to somebody at a party. You know, oh, I heard the market is terrible. Yeah, it's like PJ says, we're in a very high velocity market. We actually had 90 deposits in the last 30 days. Oh, so that means 90 people are actually found a house to live in Southington. So that's a compelling conversation. Interest rates are a compelling conversation. You know, the factor for 6% is 6. So if somebody has a $100,000 mortgage, that's $600. That's compelling. People don't know that stuff. The things that we know, those are the things we need to talk about. That's what we learned. Next slide. Then, and day 3 is a listing workshop. We go into the CMA, how to, you know, do everything to deal with sellers. And day 4 is all about buyers. And we also go through all of our tools. Next slide. Moxie. This is important, you guys. People are asking about this. Write this number down, put it in your cell phone. This is the new lead engine phone number that you are getting your leads from. In order to get those leads, you just need to recognize this phone number and accept it. And I recommend you accept it right away. It's not like Lead Router. You can't press 5 and connect, but you can call them right back. That's 1. 2, you have to have a Gmail account for that lead to go to you via email. You have to have a Gmail account. And 3, you have to connect your Gmail account to Moxie. And we have been working on this for anybody that needs that. We can do a one-on-one, and I'm doing classes. So it is very important. I have probably connected 10 people in the last 5 days. So this is something you want to make sure you're doing. Next. Okay, we're done. Have a great week. Don't forget, Friday is overview of Century 21, and tomorrow is Impact Initiative.
Jody, that's awesome stuff. And there's so much that you don't have to be new. If you want a refresher, if there's any piece of anything you want to jump in, that's why Jody has all of this data for you to be able to, little refresher, a little kickstart, or obviously if you're new to the business and haven't learned any of that or new to the company, definitely jump in. There's so much information there. It's great. And again, same thing. We want to win listings. We want you to be successful. We want you to hit your goals. So Ryan, Kelly, I know, kick it back to you to kind of wrap things up for everybody.
I just wanted to say for all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. Enjoy the weekend. Sell a few houses. What's better than that? have a martini or a mimosa. Cheers to you. Kelly? Kelly's already enjoying her Mother's Day and she's gone. Call the hotline. She'll answer.
Call the hotline and ask for Kelly.
Thank you. Hopefully your time was well spent. Thank you, everyone.